Hey guys, welcome to the channel. Today we have this 2021 Ford Bronco in Cyber Orange. This one actually is a Badlands, so I'm excited to review this one because the last one I did was a Big Bend, which is more of a lower trim level. And right off the bat, you can see the grille looks different. You have this nice white Bronco lettering in the front, and then the grille design is a lot different than the Big Bend that I reviewed. A lot more, I would say a lot more circles in it than the Big Bend had. And then it has the high-end headlights with the accent lighting all the way around, and then the two LED reflectors. And this one does have some upfits on it from DSI Performance. Just like the Big Bend I reviewed, it has these upgrades as well. I'm mainly focused on the interior because since there's so many upgrades to the outside, the interior is the main thing that you'll notice the difference. But you can see this one has a pretty heavy duty winch in the front here. It looks like it's 7 horsepower and then 9.5K. You have front parking sensors, and they even integrated it into the bumper, so that's kind of nice. And then on the side there, you also have little fog lights. So I like that so far. That looks pretty cool. You have these massive tires right here, and the size looks to be 37s. Wow, so 37 by 12.5. Those are some massive tires, BF Goodrich KO2s. So you can see, sorry, my shadow's kind of in the way, but you can see it definitely looks very beefy. It has like a fender flare delete, so it definitely has a lot more poke. You can see there, if you like your off-road vehicles having poke. And then that's how you know it's the Badlands, of course. And then the Cyber Orange looks really nice in the sun. I can see why it's an extra cost option, because it definitely is a really high quality paint for sure. And you have your LED mirror spotlights, your LED turn signals, your 360 camera, and a puddle light under there. So Badlands has you covered as far as LEDs and stuff is concerned. You can see it has the soft top. I haven't had a chance to see what the hard top looks like yet, but definitely interested to see what the hard top looks like. And then you can look at the suspension back here. I don't know if you guys can see anything. I'll show you guys the front suspension real quick. This one does have a little lift on it. You see it has some 4-wheel parts in there. So yeah. And I'll put a list to all the upgrades, because there's so many, it'd be hard to list all of them. I'll put a list of the upgrades on this specific one. You can see there we have the big huge tire in the back. We have LED taillights. It does have these lights down here which activate when you put the car in reverse, so that definitely lights up behind you very well. Yeah, just a really cool looking vehicle. I'm glad that Ford came out with a Bronco. And you have a little logo right here. But let's go ahead and pop the hood and see what's under the hood of this one. Alright guys, just popped the hood of the Bronco Badlands. You can see it has a little hood liner up here. And this one does have the upgraded engine. This is the 2.7 twin turbo V6. Makes 330 horsepower and 415 pound-feet of torque in the Bronco. Definitely a really impressive powertrain. This one has the 10-speed automatic because the 2.7 is only available with the 10-speed. And I'll let you know that the 10-speed is actually tuned very nicely in the Broncos. It's not jerky or anything. MPG, according to the window sticker, is 17 city, 18 highway with 17 combined. I'd say that this one's probably a little bit less, because I'm sure that's probably on a regular stock Badlands. This one does have a few extra upgrades, so it's probably a little bit worse than that, but it's an off-road vehicle that's really heavy and has heavy parts on it, so don't expect the MPG to be the best on a vehicle like this. All right guys, and just in case I can't find the window sticker online, hopefully you guys can see it. MSRP is $58,955 on this one. And then, like I said, it does have the high package. It has the 2.7 and the 10-speed. All right guys, let's go ahead and hop inside because there's a whole bunch of airplanes going by. Smart key access, of course. Looking at the door panel on this specific one, it has the gray portion right here and right here. It's a little bit soft touch here, and this portion is a little bit soft touch. You have a 10-way power driver seat, and this one does have the upgraded leather trimmed seats. Definitely looks really nice. And you have your little Bronco logo here, and then a continuation of that orange accent stitching. There's the Bronco push button start, which looks like the headlight. Cool little attention to detail there. Start it up, the screens come to life. And then this one does have the high package. It is around like 58,000. Here's all your cruise control, and then your lane keeping system and everything like that. And on this side, this is so you can control the screen right here, and your radio controls, phone. Then looking in the middle, we have our 12-inch screen, which looks fantastic. I love this screen. I like it a lot better than the portrait style screens, just because the landscape screen just, especially in this car, since everything's kind of square, it just flows perfectly with the car. But I'm not going to go too in depth with this, but I will show you guys the features it has. So it does have zone lighting, which is really cool. I'll see if I can get a night video with this. But we have the driver's assistance, so you guys can see all the technology it has. Adaptive cruise, lane keep, look at all this stuff. Whole bunch of driver assist technology, so you're covered on that front. And then, like I said, you have your adaptive cruise over here. Then looking in the center screen, I'll just go through a few options for you. You can see pitch and roll is up right now. You have your power distribution, tire pressure, gauges. You can see a little turbo boost. Let's see. Oh, I'm surprised it didn't show any PSI. Your trip info, which if you go out like this, go out again, you can see your trip info, your my view, settings here. So yeah, very good screen in here, and this is actually standard on all Broncos. So I'm glad that Ford made this screen standard, because it's a really nice screen. And you can see with the soft top, you do have a little bit of wind noise. I can still hear the airplanes, but that's just one little trade-off that you have with the hard top. Then right here we have our sway bar disconnect, front locker, rear locker. This is the trail turn assist. This is your this is your traction control, and then this is your hazards. In comparison to the Big Bend, you do have the sway bar disconnect, and then you have the trail turn assist. The Big Bend just had the front and rear lockers, and then these two. So the Badlands does have a little bit extra off-road goodies on it. And then looking down here, we have our heated seat, heated steering wheel, dual zone automatic climate control, and then this one does have the 360 camera, because like I said, it is that high package. Well, looks like we have a big winch in the front, but at least you have a 270-degree camera, and then you can look at different views. This is the front, look around, and then if you click this, you can actually zoom in on different parts of the vehicle. At least I thought you can. Huh. Maybe if I put it in reverse here. Okay, well on the F-150 you can zoom in on different parts of the vehicle. I don't know why this one's not letting me do that. Maybe that's only on the F-150s. But nonetheless, the screen is extremely high definition, and you can see a lot of stuff around you. You have your 4-wheel drive, GOAT modes, and this one does have 4 auto. And it does have this, which I believe is the trail control. Yep, that's kind of like off-road cruise control. So that's a cool feature. You have automatic up-down for all 4 windows. That's another nice touch. Mirror controls. Got a little bit of storage in here. There is no light, unfortunately, but you do have a little 12-volt in there. Then a room for your cables to go through. And then down in here we have a USB and a USB-C, some storage down here with a wireless charging pad. Let's go ahead and take a look at the GOAT modes just real quick. So we have normal, eco, slippery, mud ruts, sand, Baja, and rock crawl. So Baja and rock crawl is interesting. And then looking up top, you have automatic dimming rearview mirror, LED lighting, auxiliary switches, which probably controls some of the stuff on the outside, the light bars and stuff. You have your garage door opener right there, and illuminated vanity mirrors. All right guys, so checking out the back seat here. They carried over the same materials as the front. This is like a tiny bit soft, but it's kind of hard. Then this is decently soft. And you also have your same nets and everything. Got your leather seats in the back with a fold down center armrest. It's a nice touch. Then we have our automatic windows for the back, our 2 USBs, and our home power outlet. So they got you covered in the back. The only thing that's missing, I'd say, is maybe heated seats, but that's probably not a big deal for people buying a car like this. And then you have a little LED up there to light up the rear passengers. Now let's go ahead and check out the trunk space, and we'll finish up this review. Okay, so there's a bunch of stuff in the trunk of this one, but you can look in there. There's a pretty decent amount of room. You actually lift the top up just a little bit to pop it up to get more room in here. But we can just look inside here. You have a nice little subwoofer in the back, because this one does have the high-end stereo, 12-volt, and then your Bronco light for the back. And you can fold down the seats to get more room if you wanted to. Let me know what you guys think of the Bronco. I already drove the Big Bend with the 2.7 and 4-wheel drive like this one, so they'll drive exactly the same. So if you want to see me drive it, go ahead and check out that video. But if you guys enjoyed this video, please like and subscribe, and I'll see you in the next one.